Hello everyone, this is Jacob again with another tutorial of how to play Ultimate Werewolf. Now this video is going to be about 10 minutes long and I am not going to be doing any cuts, so if I mess up a lot, sorry about my luck. The game's really simple. I've been doing this now for about 2 years, every single Monday with the group that I have here in Indianapolis. Roughly I get on average of 25 to 35 people every Monday. My record breaking as of current is 43 people for this game. In order to play Ultimate Werewolf, you need at least 6 people, in my opinion. Then you can keep going higher from there. I think 43 was a little big for me, but definitely manageable. A game for lower end, as far as 6 people, it can take up to maybe 5-10 minutes. Whereas 43 people, it could take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. You're going to need a moderator, so someone who is not in the game, but to get the game going. And then you're going to need players. Now, how I normally start this off is that I usually divide my town into 1/3 werewolves. So, for example, if there is 30 people playing, 10 of them will be werewolves. I think that is a fair assessment from what I've been doing so far for the past 2 years. And I feel that gives the werewolves an advantage and the townspeople an advantage. Now, for some of you who have played Ultimate Werewolf, you're probably thinking 10 is way too much. Well, there's a reason for that. Normally, I have my werewolves break off into 3 different rounds. With Ultimate Werewolf, I usually start off with the big bad wolf. Then I have my regular werewolves. And then I have my special werewolves. 3 different phases to where they wake up. The big bad wolf doesn't know who any of the other werewolves are. The regular werewolves don't know who the big bad wolf is. And the regular werewolves don't know who the special wolves are. And then the special werewolves don't know who the big bad wolf is or the regular werewolves. But that'll make sense when we go along with this tutorial. So typically, how to play werewolf if you are brand new is that I go around and shuffle my cards. Oh, I need to put in my battery. I go around and shuffle my cards into how many players are playing. Again, besides me, because I'm not playing. So, again, I know this Monday that just passed, I had 32 players. So I put in 10 wolves. Now, I could have put in 11 if I really wanted to, but I wanted to give the townspeople a kind of edge. So I had 10 werewolves. And again, if you don't know how to play, this is how it works. I shuffle all my cards into the deck, right here, all my cards, shuffle them all up, and then I pass them out one by one by one. Okay, and I'm going to use imaginary people, A, B, and C. So I'm passing it all out, okay, and when I give you your card, I need you to not just go like this or be like, hey man, what's this? Or hey, can you tell me what this card is, Jake? Because then once someone can see your card, they know who you are, you're taking the fun out of everything, and we're going to reshuffle. The point of this game is to not show anyone your card. Okay? So when I give you your card, I need you to pick it up, go like this, look down at it, and then put it down on the floor, face down. Okay? I will go around after I pass out all the cards and answer anyone's questions about their card. I'll pick it up, whisper in your ear what your power is, and then we should be good from there. So then once I do that, we're pretty much off to set the game. Now, again, I've been doing this every Monday with new friends and with my loyal friends and my group, and I normally give I give one time to where they can give me their card back, and I'll reshuffle it, and then hand them whatever card that people didn't want, all the rejects that they didn't want to play. if that makes sense to you, for example, I shuffle my cards and I give one card to every player. Then I'll say, okay guys, if you don't want your card anymore, or if you don't want this power or this card, go ahead and hand it back to me. So then I'll grab everyone's card that didn't want that, and then I'll reshuffle it, and then I'll pass it back out, and then that's it. They have to stay as that power. Now, this tutorial usually takes about 20 minutes or 30. There's a lot of questions. And there's going to be a part 2 to this video. So please keep watch, and I'm going to tell you what I do, again, with my own modded rules of Werewolf. If you have any questions, again, just please comment down below, or just send me a message, or I can Skype you as well, whatever is easier for you. I thoroughly enjoy this game, and I want to make sure that everyone around here in the US and wherever you're watching enjoys it too. So with that being said, I pass out all my cards, and then everyone puts it face down after all the questions, and then I have everyone go to sleep. And by go to sleep, I mean close your eyes, put your head down. I don't care how you do it, as long as you're not peeking. Okay. Usually, what I tell my group is, if you're peeking, I'm going to kill you instantly, because they call me God, the moderator. I'm going to kill you immediately if I catch you cheating, and then everyone's going to point and laugh at you, and you look like a fool. So, don't take the fun out of the game, and just don't peek. Typically, when I have about 25 to 30 people, my first round usually takes about 10-15 minutes for everyone's eyes to be closed, because I need to know who everyone is. So be prepared for that. But the second, third, fourth, and so on is a lot faster. So anyways, I have everyone's eyes are closed. Now, since everyone's eyes are closed, I usually go around, and again, I'm about to go through all my cards that I use, so that if you are an aspiring moderator, you know what to use, or here's a hint of what to kind of do. Again, I've been experienced now for 2.5 years, two and a half years, and I promise you this is the best route. So, I'm just going to pretend that we have 32 people. Okay, so I'm going to have 10 wolves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10 wolves. Okay, so normally everyone's eyes are closed now, and then I'll say, okay, now that everyone's eyes are closed and no one is peeking, can I please have my big bad wolf wake up? Now, I'm going to show you these cards, and I don't know how the illumination is going to look like on this video, so sorry if it looks bad. So, on the side here, I have big bad wolf. And then on below, it has the description of what the card does. Or what the card, power is. And I normally go off 90% of what this says, but then I might deviate a little bit to kind of bend the rules so that it's a little bit easier for everyone. So, for the big bad wolf, I usually have them wake up very quietly. Now, when I say big bad wolf, please wake up. Don't go, oh, okay. Because then people are going to know it's you, and they're going to kill you immediately. Okay? So please be very, very quiet. I can fix any kind of mistakes that you guys do or throw at me, but if you start talking, I can't fix that. Okay? So, big bad wolf, please wake up. You're going to quietly open your eyes. Then I'll say, big bad wolf, please kill 2 people. Okay? And normally, just so you guys know what the area looks like, I normally have everyone in a circle of chairs. Okay, it's best when you have a circle of chairs. We've tried it with long tables, and it's just really hard. So I would just recommend just getting a circle of chairs or sitting down in a circle. This is the easiest method, and with a moderator in the middle. So I'll say, big bad wolf, please kill 2 people. They're going to point at one person. I'm going to quietly walk over there, point at them to make sure that's the one they're looking at, and they're going to give me a thumbs up. If it's not the one that they're wanting to kill, you need to tell me to move left or move right. Okay? So if you wanted me to go right, I'm going to move to the next person. And you say no, I'll move to the next person, and that's the person. I'll write their name down in my book, and then I'll say, okay, who would you like to kill second? Walk over, pick the second one. Okay, great. Now, if you're a moderator, okay, and you're trying to figure out who everyone is, here I have all of my old playbooks, okay, of all my games. And you need to write down a list of big bad wolf, moon moon, lone wolf, regular werewolves, all the cards in here. You need to make a list right here. Okay? And then write down their name. So for example, big bad wolf was Craig this Monday. So I put big, because I knew that's big bad wolf, dash Craig. So now I know who they are. And then over here, I split it off into Dracula, which we'll talk about here in a minute. I have kill, which has all my kills of who's going to die. Then I have silence, because we have a silencer in here with everyone's name who got silent. And then I have love, because there is love in here as well, by Cupid or by the dire wolf, that kind of thing. So then you write down who's in love. this person, heart, this person. Okay, that way you know if one person dies, the other one dies. My 10 minutes is up on this video, and sadly my SD card sucks. So I'm going to stop it now, and we're going to go to part 2. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so I just looked at my last video also. I do have to say I'm saying a lot. So I'm going to try to calm that down, but I don't know if that's going to happen. See, I wanted to say it again. So, to go back and continue what we were left off at, we have my cards. So, I usually have my werewolves wake up first. As we talked about before, we have the big bad wolf who wakes up and kills 2 people and then goes to sleep. Next, I have just my lone wolf wake up, just so I know who they are. Okay, so I'm going to write their name, and again, I'm just going to reference from what I did last week. So my lone wolf was Jordan. So Jordan woke up, I wrote their name down, and then I'll say, okay, lone wolf, please go to sleep. That way I know who they are. Then I'll say, from now on, lone wolf, please wake up with all my regular werewolves. So, regular werewolves, please wake up. All of my regular werewolves, so if you have just a regular werewolf name, they open their eyes. That's including the lone wolf. Now, I also have one other wolf in my deck that wakes up with the regular werewolves. And it's a little bit of a special card. And they are called Moon Moon. Moon Moon is my mentally challenged wolf. Okay? And Moon Moon's power is to keep their eyes shut at night, even while pointing. When your fellow wolves wake up, raise your hand instead. So, when I say, regular werewolves, please wake up, Moon Moon is going to quietly raise their hand with their eyes closed. Again, they are not opening their eyes at all throughout the night. Okay, as the moderator, I'm going to say, okay, Moon Moon, who would you like to kill? Moon Moon is going to randomly point somewhere in the group, and me, as the moderator, I'm going to walk over there and kind of figure out exactly where Moon Moon is pointing at and use my best judgment of where I think they're pointing at. Then I'll say, okay, Moon Moon, please put down your hand. Now, if you are Moon Moon, please, don't make a thud on your lap. Okay, you want to be extremely quiet because people all around you are going to try to meta this game. My eyes were still closed. They're going to try to meta the game and listen to see if they can hear you move. So please be extremely quiet when you lift your hand down and put it on your lap. Next. Oh, I'm getting a call. So next, now we talked about Moon Moon. The next regular werewolf that I have that's a little bit different is my lone wolf, as we discussed before. The lone wolf's main objective is to wake up with the regular werewolves, kill one villager, and go to sleep. Their second side objective, or main objective, whatever you want to call it, is that they need to betray their other werewolves, regular werewolves. And how they go about doing that is, as the moderator, now that I know who the lone wolf is, A, B, C, and D doesn't know who the lone wolf is. All they know is that 4 or 5 people's eyes are awake. They don't know who is who. They just know that they're a regular werewolf in some form. Whereas they can figure out Moon Moon is Moon Moon by them raising their hand. The lone wolf needs to kill their regular werewolves. And I usually start off randomly with one person. We'll say, okay, who would you like to kill? Okay, go to sleep. Then I'll go to the next person. Okay, who do you want to kill? Okay, go to sleep. Who do you want to kill? Go to sleep. Who do you want to kill? Go to sleep, and that kind of thing. Now, I might start off with my lone wolf first, and then have them pick someone and then close their eyes. Or I might have the lone wolf go last. That way they can start betraying their teammates. I always switch my turn order. That way they have a chance of killing their own team. And yes, a big bad wolf can kill a regular werewolf. A regular werewolf can kill a big bad wolf because, again, they don't know who they are. So just remember, as the lone wolf, your main objective is to kill all the townspeople. However, you don't win if there are other regular werewolves on the field. So get to killing. So all my regular werewolves get 1 kill and then go to sleep. So as of right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8 deaths right now. A lot of deaths out of that 32 so far. It's like 1/4 of the town gone. And we still got more coming up. So then I have my regular werewolves go to sleep. The next one I have is, and again, I just do this my first round. Can I have my dire werewolf wake up? And that way I know who the dire werewolf is. So the dire werewolf is going to wake up, and I'll say, okay, dire werewolf, please pick someone in the circle of who you'd like to fall in love with. Now, since they are the only one awake, they're going to randomly pick someone to fall in love with. So let's just say they fall in love with this person, right next by them. If at any point throughout the game, if that person dies, the dire wolf dies. Okay. So I just did it again. So the dire wolf needs to pick someone who they think is not going to die. So they pick someone who doesn't look edible. Then I have my wolfman and my wolf cub wake up. Here are the cards, just so I can show you. So the wolf cub and the dire wolf both kill together. So there's not separate kills, they have to kill together. So they have to agree on one person. And then the wolfman gets 1 kill on their own. Now, the wolf cub's special power is kind of passive. If the wolf cub dies, 1 werewolf gets an extra kill because they're mourning their baby's death. Usually I give it to the dire werewolf, but if the dire werewolf is not there, I give it to the wolfman. If the wolfman's not there, I give it to the big bad wolf. If the big bad wolf's not in, I give it to one of my regular werewolves. That's the chain of process that I go through. Next one I have is my wolfman. My wolfman, as I said before, gets 1 kill by themselves, and they get a kind of cool power. If a seer looks at them and see if they are a wolf or not, typically I tell the seer, yes, they are a wolf. However, if you're the wolfman, I tell the seer no, or I go like this, no, to show the seer that the wolfman is not a wolf. They always look innocent in the seer's eye. So the seer is going to wake up and be like, oh yeah, Johnny's good. Johnny's not a wolf. When in all actuality, Johnny's a wolf and killing everyone around him. So that's a pretty cool power. And that's pretty much it for my wolves. The last bad guy that I have in this deck is the minion. Now, a minion is true to its nature. The minion wakes up throughout all 3 of the rounds. So when Big Bad Wolf is awake, the minion is awake. If the regular wolves are awake, the minion is awake. If my special werewolves are awake, the minion is awake. Make sense? 1, 2, 3. They are awake on all 3. Now, as the minion, you can only sit back in your chair and watch. You cannot motion a yes, you cannot motion a no to eat or sway a wolf's mind. Okay, because you're a minion, you're supposed to just shut up and watch. Okay? The next part of your job as a minion is that when everyone is awake and they're talking of who they think a werewolf is, the minion is supposed to distract other people from not killing a wolf. So if I'm a minion, let's say, and they're coming after Johnny, and I know Johnny is a wolf, I'm going to be like, you know what? I think Johnny is a good guy. You know, Johnny didn't make a lot of noise last night. He stayed the night in my house, you know? Trust me, he's a good guy. I'm going to try to defend Johnny as much as I can and throw shade at somewhere else and be like, but Susie over there, Susie is very hairy. I don't know. And she looks, you know, like she's eaten a lot last night. That kind of thing. So as the minion, you're supposed to protect your wolves. You win if the wolves win. Easy as that. So that is all my bad guys. Pretty easy. Let's see. Now we go on to my good guys. Good guys, as I said before, we have a seer and then we have an aurora seer. Okay, and if I said that wrong, so be it. So, as I said before, I have my regular seer wake up. Okay, then I have my aurora seer wake up after them. So they are the exact same cards. However, they don't wake up together. One wakes up and then goes to sleep. Then the other one wakes up and go to sleep. So when I say, Seer, please wake up, the Seer is going to wake up, and I'll say, okay, Seer, pick 2 people of who you think's a werewolf. And eventually, when there's only like 10 people left or 1 werewolf left, I might just say 1 now. You know, pick 1 person. It's up to you as the moderator on how much you want to give power to the people. So Seer, wake up. Go ahead and pick 2 people who you think is a wolf. So let's say they pick, I don't know, Billy, and Billy is a werewolf. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this to show them that they are a werewolf. You know, and I don't care how you do it as the moderator. You can say yes, or you can do whatever you want. I like to make ugly faces. That's just my personal preference. Now, let's just say they pick, Hillary, and Hillary is not a wolf. Then I'll go like this to show them that Hillary is a good person. So now the Seer knows, again, that 1 person is a wolf and 1's not. So when everyone's awake, it's up to you as the Seer what you want to do. So if you're the Seer, you can go balls deep and be like, that guy's a wolf, that guy's a wolf, kill him now. And then you get everyone to kill them, and they are a wolf. The town would be like, yay, great job. But then the wolves would be like, hey, we need to kill that person. So that's one tactic. Another one is you can just slyly be like, I heard Billy over here make a lot of noise. I just don't trust the guy. I think we should kill him off. And then you get everyone to kill him off. Now you look less suspicious. Or you can just be quiet and just not tell anyone what you found out. Again, it's all up to you as the Seer. Again, we already talked about the Aurora Seer, okay, which has an Aurora. Exact same card, however, you don't wake up together. So Seer, wake up, pick 2 people, okay, go to sleep. Aurora Seer, wake up, pick 2 people, okay, go to sleep. Make sense? Cool. I don't know why I said that. You can't say yes or no. So, next one we have is Hunter. Okay, Hunter. And normally I have 2. That way everyone can, have a power and not just be a regular boring old village person. So as the Hunter, they wake up, just so I know who they are. Hunter, please wake up. Okay, write down their names. Okay, go to sleep. The Hunter's cool job is that when they die, they get to kill 1 person. So it can be whenever they die. On round 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, whatever round you're on, when you die, you get to take 1 person down with you. And I usually give the Hunter a, are you absolutely sure you want to kill them? So, yeah, I want to kill Billy. As the moderator, you need to say, are you absolutely sure you want to do that? Look, there's a lot of people around here. And you might be able to sway their mind. So, keep that in mind. So, that's the Hunter. Pretty easy. The next one we have is a Village Idiots. And we will talk about that here in a minute. Be right back. Whew, these are fun. Village Idiots. Village Idiot power is pretty fun. I like to use Village Idiot a lot in my town because every village needs an idiot, if not 2. The Village Idiot is you always vote for players to be eliminated. So every single time there is a mob lynching to kill someone off, which we'll discuss what mob lynching is here later on in the video. Every single time there's a mob lynching, the Village Idiot says, yes, kill them off. Every single time. Even if the Village Idiot is on the stand, yes, kill me off. The Village Idiot doesn't know better. You also get bonus brownie points if you actually play the card right and pretend that you're literally an idiot. It's fantastic. I love it. So, that's pretty much all the Village Idiot does. Just votes yes. Next one we have is a very fun card, the Witch. Okay, and sometimes I normally have 2 if I have a lot of players, but normally it's only 1. But the Witch wakes up, and I say, okay, Witch, give me a thumbs up to save 2 people or a thumbs down to kill someone. So if you are a saving witch and you want to be a saving witch, you give me a thumbs up. Now, you can save yourself, but it can only be every other round. So if you're the witch, you can't keep giving me a thumbs up and saving yourself. It has to be every other round you save yourself. And when you save 2 people, so let's say you save yourself and the person right next to you, if any werewolves were coming after you during that night, which again, you wouldn't know, you're just trying to protect yourself and one other person, then you save them and yourself. If they were coming after you. If they weren't coming after you, you just wasted 2 saves and you could have saved someone else. So good luck trying to figure out who you think is going to die. Or you can give me a thumbs down to kill one person. So, as the witch, again, one more time, you give me a thumbs up to save 2 people, or a thumbs down to kill someone. And just like a regular werewolf, you get 1 kill, and you get to kill 1 person in the town. Preferably, you want to kill a werewolf, because you're on the good side. Unless you just really hate someone, then you can kill them off. It's up to you. Okay, now we're about to go over some of the other basic cards. Next one we have is a Virginia Wolf. I don't like to use Virginia Wolf a lot, only when I have a lot of people, because it's kind of a boring card, but still, at least it's a power. On the first night, choose a player to be afraid of you. If you are eliminated, that player is also eliminated. I don't know why they say afraid, but in my own words, pretty much, the Virginia Wolf is going to wake up the very first night. They're going to pick 1 unlucky person, and if that Virginia Wolf dies, that other person dies. Easy as that. So if I'm the Virginia Wolf, I'm going to wake up. Let's say I pick the person right next to me. If I die, they die. Sorry about your luck. So again, I don't usually use that too much. Next one we have is literally one of my most overpowered cards in the whole entire deck, for both sides. And that is Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is a very fun card. So, as Bloody Mary, if you're eliminated by werewolves during the night, every round afterwards, you get to eliminate 1 werewolf. Trump card, nothing can save them, they're dead automatically. And you can start off strong and go off with the big bad wolf, or you can start off weak and go with the baby cub or Moon. So that's the Bloody Mary. Until there's 1 wolf left, that's when I end Bloody Mary and there's no more. So I usually always keep at least 1 werewolf. Now, let's just say that the Bloody Mary dies by the townspeople. So either by love, by Cupid, or by mob lynching, let's say, or by Hunter. Then the Bloody Mary, the next round, and so on and so forth, gets to kill off 1 villager every round. Again, trump card, nothing can save them, they're dead. And you can start off strong and go towards the Bodyguard, or you can start off weak and go towards like the Village Idiot or Virginia Wolf or whatever you want to do. You're the Bloody Mary, you lost the game, so you kill whoever you want. And that's pretty much it. Next one we have is Bodyguard. This is literally the villager's only chance of surviving, well, besides the witch. But you have a lot of weight on your shoulders if you're the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard's going to wake up, and depending on how many kills there are that night, so let's just say, for example, there's 6 deaths. I'll say, Bodyguard, wake up. Bodyguard, there is 6 deaths tonight. So you get to save 7 people. I always add 1. So they get to save 7 people, or they could save themselves, and I usually add on 2 or 3 less than what the deaths are. So you can save 7 people, or yourself, and 3 others. So it's up to the Bodyguard what they want to do. Do they want to try to save 3 extra people, or do they just want to save themselves? So if they save themselves, that's what I usually have them pick first, is themselves. That way I know how many they're picking at. Then they're going to pick 3 random people. If they pick the right person, I cross their name off on my chart for my list. And then so on and so forth. Now, if they pick 7 people, they pick 7 people. They cannot pick themselves. So they can be a reserve Bodyguard and only save themselves and maybe a couple. Or they could save a lot of people and hope they didn't get picked throughout the night. So that's how you play the Bodyguard. Good luck to you. Again, you have the whole weight on your shoulders. Next one we have is my Spellcaster. And my Spellcaster, I like to call my dick card because it's a jerk card. The Spellcaster gets to wake up throughout the night and silence 2 people. And again, when there's about 10 or lower, I usually make it only 1. And then I pretty much end it when there's only 5 people left. I'll say, okay, Spellcaster, wake up, go ahead and silence 2 people. So let's say they pick 2 people. Okay, go to sleep. Okay, everyone, please wake up. So when everyone's awake, I'll say, okay, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. All right, Billy, you are silent. The minute I say your name and you are silent, if anything comes out of your mouth, you're dead. So Billy, you're silent. Okay, you're dead. Billy, you're silent. Mm-hmm, you're dead. Billy, you are silent. Ah ha 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 ha, you're dead. Obviously, I allow you to cough and sneeze because that's body functions you can't control. But if I hear you speak anything or laugh or hum anything, you're dead. I don't play nicely. I'm a very vengeful god. I like to kill. So that's pretty much the spellcaster. Now it does not happen the whole entire game. It only happens for one round. So Billy, you're silent, and then they kill someone off. Then it resets because now we're on to round 2. So round 2, spellcaster, please wake up. And this is why I call up my dick card. Spellcaster, who would you like to silence? They could silence the same 2 people and silence Billy. And then Billy's like, oh shit, well this sucks. And then they die. Or, they're quiet the whole entire game. Whatever. So that's kind of the spellcaster power. Next one we have is Count Dracula. Count Dracula is an independent card. They are not for the village and they are not for the werewolves. As Count Dracula, you get to wake up the first round, pick a lever, go to sleep. Second round, wake up, pick a lever, go to sleep. Third round, wake up, pick a lever, go to sleep. On the 4th round, if Count Dracula is still alive, and so are their 3 spouses, Count Dracula and the 3 spouses win the game automatically. No werewolves, no townspeople. Count Dracula and 3 wives win. Or husbands or whatever. Now, with that being said, let's just say that someone dies the first round. One of the lovers die. Second round, pick a lever. Third round, pick a lever. Fourth round, pick a lever. On the 5th round, if you have those 3 levers and you're still in the game, you win. So, pretty much, to sum it up, if you have 3 lovers and yourself at end of any round, you win the game. Next one we have is Ghost. I try not to add Ghost too much because I think it's a little boring. But as the Ghost, your power does not activate until you die. So, you want to die if you want to play that card. The Ghost gets to watch the whole entire night. All the werewolves, the townspeople, the bodyguard, the whatever. They get to watch it all. And then before everyone wakes up, the Ghost gets to say one letter of the alphabet. So, for example, my name's Jacob, and normally everyone in my group has a name tag right here. So, let's just say the Ghost says J, and I'm playing in the game. Everyone's going to look around for J and see that I have J and be like, oh, hey, kill Jake, kill Jake. The Ghost wants us to kill him. So, let's say everyone gets to kill me off. Now, if you're the Ghost, it's up to you if you want to be a good ghost or a bad ghost. Okay, I personally like bad ghosts, but, I'm just, evil, I guess. But let's just say that you're a good ghost. I'll say, okay, Jacob, you're dead. And then I'll reveal their card to everyone. Jacob was your werewolf. Yay! Everyone's clapping. They're all happy. Yeah, we love our ghost. And then, you keep doing that every round. Or you could be a bad ghost and be like, okay, Jacob, you're dead. You were a bodyguard. Oh, no, ghost, why would you do that? And you're over there laughing your ass off because you're like, hi, you guys are all screwed. So, that's what the Ghost does. And we're at a 10-minute mark, so I'll have to cut this out again. So, be right back. Alright, I'm almost done with my cards. I have a couple more left. Next one we have is Leprechaun. Leprechaun is a pretty crucial part of the game because they get to change the very first kill of the game. So, I'll say, Leprechaun, please wake up. The Leprechaun's going to wake up, and I'll say, okay, Leprechaun, let me show you the very first death. Okay? So, let's just say I point at this person right here. I'll say, okay, Leprechaun, this is your first death. I got a text message. So, this is your very first death. Leprechaun, would you like me to switch it to the person to the left? So, move it one person to the left, or move it one person to the right, or do you want me to keep it the same place? So, the Leprechaun will give me a thumbs up to keep it to that person, or to move it one person to the left, one person to the right. They're still alive in the game. Now, what's that mean? If you are the big bad wolf, and your very first kill is the person right next to you, and then your second kill is the person across from you, what do you think is going to happen? Well, the Leprechaun is going to wake up and see that this person is the very first death. Now, they have the option to keep it that way, or they have the option to move it one person to the right, or left, or wherever you're sitting at. And then, as the big bad wolf, you just ate yourself. So, please be very mindful that if you're the very first person to kill someone, pick anyone else you want, besides the person to the left or right, because then it can be switched back and you can be eating yourself and then you're dead. Okay, next card that we have is Cupid. And I mentioned Cupid a couple times in here. Cupid makes two people fall in love, and that's it. So the very first round, they get to pick two people and then go to sleep, and then they're done for the rest of the game. So, Cupid, please wake up. Cupid's going to wake up, and then I'll say, Cupid, you get to pick two people to fall in love. Who would you like to fall in love with? So, Cupid is going to pick two people. Let's just say pick this person and this person right next to them. They do not know they're in love. Again, in my rules, they don't know they're in love. So, Sally could be like, you know what, let's kill Billy. Yeah, Billy's a wolf. Yeah, down with Billy. And then Billy's like, you know, screw you, you're a wolf. You know, let's kill Sally. Yeah, let's kill Sally. You know, whatever. And then everyone gets to kill off Sally. And Billy's over here laughing his ass off. Haha, screw you. Well, I'll be like, wait, guys, for there's more. Again, this is after I reveal Sally's card. Sally was your werewolf. Yay. And I'll be like, wait, there's more. For Sally was in love with someone. And everyone's going to look around and be like, oh, no, who was she in love with? Like, she's in love with Billy. And then Billy's like, oh, crap, that sucks. So it's a good time when two people are butting heads and they're in love. It's great. So that's what Cupid does. And then after the love is gone, again, Cupid doesn't get to pick anyone else. They get one couple and they're done. Next one we have is my wild card. Okay, and with my wild card, if you have this game, you're probably like, wait, there's not an Uno card in here. Well, it's actually called Frankenstein Monster. So, with that being said, Frankenstein, or my wild card is what I call it, your power doesn't activate until you die. With Frankenstein, your card, if you died, let's say, the fifth person to die, your card gets shuffled in with the dead pile, the 5 cards, now, 4 plus your 1, so 5. I get to shuffle it, and then you get to randomly pick one of these cards. Let's pretend I have 5. There we go. You get to pick all of the dead piles, and then let's say you pick this person, okay? Now you come back to life as this, and then I'm going to look at it just to see who you came back as, and then, congratulations, you're now Cupid, and since Cupid's power already went, you can't do anything. Or you could. Again, it's up to the moderator. I guess I would have Cupid redo their power. My gosh, I'm in love today. So, with that being said, again, you get to come back to life. Now, I do kind of have a stipulation with that. If you are the very first person to die as my wild card, you don't come back to life. It's a failed experiment. If you are the second person to die as the wild card, don't worry. Let's say Cupid is the first person to die. You were the second. I'm going to shuffle your 2 cards in. Okay? And then you're going to pick one. And you just came back to life as Cupid. Or, you know, wild card. And now you're wild card again. And yes, it does reactivate. If you die again, your wild card will be shuffled back in there. You'll come back to life at a later time. So I've seen someone come back to life 3 or 4 different times. So it's pretty cool. And that's the wild card. Now, you're probably asking, well, if there's only, you know, a big bad wolf and he dies, and then I'll say big bad wolf wake up throughout later on in the game, they're like, well, we know who he is. Well, I figured out a way to kind of make sure it's not meta as well. So when the wild card dies, I normally don't tell anyone how many wolves there are left until the wild card does die. And then I usually have my wild card wake up at the very end, even if they don't have a power. For example, if it's like the village idiot, I'll say, wild card, please wake up. Wild card, go ahead and do your action. And as a moderator, it's very crucial that you say that. That way people can't figure out who they are. Obviously, if you come back to life as a spellcaster and people are getting silenced, they know who you are. But it's pretty hard to figure out who you are with most of these cards. And as a moderator, you need to help out that person and make sure that they don't get discovered of who they are as well. So that's pretty much the wild card. Next one we have is Prince. Prince is a kind of boring card. I try not to add it in too much. It says if you are voted to be eliminated, your role is revealed and you stay. So if the village is like, yeah, kill, let's say I'm in the game, kill Jacob, yeah, woo, we want to kill Jake, he's a wolf, and everyone votes to kill me off, The moderator will come up to me, grab my card, and be like, okay, Jacob was your prince. He is still in the game. So then they'll hand me back my card, and now everyone knows that I'm a good guy. The wolves now know I'm a good guy, which means the wolves might try to kill me, so I'm hoping to God that the witch or the bodyguard saves me. But that's pretty much how the prince works. You can only die by a werewolf or by Bloody Mary or by love. Next one we have is the Diseased. This is a very powerful card in the deck for the townspeople. The Diseased is, if you are eliminated by werewolves, they are eliminated as well. Now that's my own special rules. It does say they don't get to eliminate anyone the following night. I don't like that. I want the Diseased to kill people. So I say, if you are the Diseased, and let's say you get the big bad wolf, a regular werewolf, and Wolfman to kill you, so you have 3 deaths on you, and you die, I'll say, okay, whoever ate the Diseased, you are dead. Just like The Walking Dead. Bob, if you guys remember that reference. You're eating tainted meat! You're eating tainted meat! It's great. Yeah, I'm a big Walking Dead fan. So, those 3 people die. And then the big bad wolf's going to hand me their card, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, you were it, and the regular wolf and the wolf man. You know, that kind of thing. So the Disease gets to kill off whoever ate them, because they're eating tainted meat. Next, and we only have 2 cards left, next we have the Tanner. The Tanner's description is you hate your job and your life. You win if you are eliminated. However, in my game, there's a lot of deaths, obviously. So I kind of had to tweak that up a little bit. If there is 29 players or lower, if you are the Tanner card and you survive up to 5 people, so 4 plus yourself, if you die at any point throughout that night, you win the game automatically. No werewolf, no townspeople, you win the game. If it's 30 or more players, then if it's 7 or lower, including you, and you die, you win the game automatically. That's pretty much it for Tanner. You win. You're like an independent card. So you want to survive to the end and then pretty much die. Now, you don't want to be like, okay, guys, kill me off now, because then they know who you are. So you kind of want to just be very vocal and just say, you're a wolf, you're a wolf, that kind of thing. You want to make enemies at the very end so that people kill you. Last but not least is a very fun card, and that's called the Troublemaker. The Troublemaker gets to wake up throughout the night. I'm sorry, Troublemaker is my extremely last person to wake up. So they're going to wake up, and then I'll say, okay, Troublemaker, pick 2 people. Okay, close your eyes. Now, they pick 2 people. I'm going to walk up to one person, grab their card, walk up to that other person, tap them on their knee, and reveal what their new power is. Then their eyes are going to be closed. I'm going to grab their card, or old card, walk up to that person, tap them on the knee, show them their new power, and then go to sleep. So they don't know who got their old card, because I don't want that to happen. And that's pretty much it, their new power. And then you have to go erase their name off your book, write it in, that kind of thing. And that's pretty much it. The Troublemaker wakes up and swaps 2 cards and goes to sleep. And I do allow Troublemaker to swap their own card if they want. So that's all my cards. And then it's at my 10-minute mark. So I have a little bit more, and then you guys should be ready to go play. So now that we have gone through all my cards that I have, or that I use at least, there's a shit ton more in there, but I use these cards. Then I have everyone wake up, and I'll say, okay, and as a moderator, you don't want to make it very suspenseful. You want to walk around and be like, the first death is a male. And then all the females will be like, whew, it's not me. And then you're going to walk around to some of the males, and then you probably want to get, so for example, let's say Johnny is the very first death. You're going to walk up, and hopefully there's a couple guys by Johnny, and I'll say, okay, it's one of you 3. And then they'll be like, oh, crap, you know. And then I'll say, okay, it's one of you 2. And then they're both going to look at each other, and I'll say, who wants to die tonight? Who wants to die tonight? Johnny, you are down for the count. So then I'm going to grab Johnny's card, and I'm going to reveal to everyone who they were. And then I'll put him in the dead pile. And unfortunately, Johnny can't play again unless his card is a ghost or Bloody Mary or Wild or whatever. And that's pretty much how it goes. And the second person, third person, fourth person. You want to make it very suspenseful as the moderator. You want to make it fun too. So normally, sometimes I might trick the whole group, and I'll walk up to two people and be like, "It's one of you two," and then they're all looking at each other very scared, and then I'll turn around and be like, "Psych, it was you! You're dead!" And everyone would be like, "Oh no, oh," and it's great. So psyching them out's a very fun part of being a moderator, because then they feel that they're safe, but then again they're not safe, because you can't be safe with a town full of wolves. So then I'll say, "Okay, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. All right, guys, Bobby, you are silent." Again, as I said before, if Bobby talks, then he's out forever. I kill him, I reveal his card, that kind of thing. And as a moderator, you need to pay attention to that. Then I'll say, "Okay, guys, who do you guys think's a wolf?" Now the town gets to speak. The town's going to be like, what happened tonight? And they're going to interact, and, people are going to have rivalries, that kind of thing. And they'll be like, "You know what? I think Brian is a wolf." So let's just say I'm in the game, and I'll say, "You know what? I want to nominate Brian." The minute someone seconds that, so if someone next to me said, "You know what? I second Brian," everyone stops talking, and now Brian is on the stand. And since I picked him first and nominated him, I have to give a reason why I think he's a werewolf, and then he gives a reason why he's not a werewolf, and then everyone votes. And how we vote is we raise our hands if we want to kill him. So I'll say, "Okay, guys, all in favor of killing off Brian? 1, 2, 3, and go!" And normally I'll start off with Brian. So I'll start off with Brian, and then I'll go like this and count how many hands are raised. And the majority has to win in order to kill Brian. So if there is 20 people playing and 10 of them say yes, kill Brian, that is not enough. 10 out of 20 is not the majority. If 11 out of 20 say yes, then Brian is now dead, and I will reveal his card. Okay, Brian was your Troublemaker! And then everyone goes to sleep, and then we start round 2. And again, wolves wake up, that kind of thing. Now you don't have to say Village Idiot wake up, because now you know who they are. And now it gets a lot quicker with the rounds. And then you go to round 3, 4, 5, and you're pretty much, whoever is the last person alive pretty much wins. So with that being said, if you have a big bad wolf, a regular werewolf, and 2 people, you're probably thinking to yourself, "Oh, cool, that's 2 wolves and 2 regular people." No, because again, the big bad wolf doesn't know who the regular werewolf is, and the regular werewolf doesn't know who the big bad wolf is. So then you have everyone go to sleep. Big bad wolf, kill 2 people. Okay, go to sleep. Regular werewolf, wake up, kill 1 person, go to sleep. And do it an all-in brawl and see who wins. I love it when it happens like that. That's pretty much it, though. That's how you play Ultimate Werewolf. Again, I use my own rules to make the game a lot more fun for everyone and even. And I think a lot of people enjoy it. Again, I started off with 6 people, and now I have about 30 on average, and it keeps growing from there. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you want me to try to host one for you, just leave a comment below, send me a message, and we can talk. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's not all cutty and awesome like all these other pros, but I do what I can for you. The next game that I'm thinking of doing is Betrayal, or Betrayal at the House on the Hill. It's a very fun game. I'm thinking of Courts and then Deception. So one of those 3. I play them a lot, and that's why I'm picking those 3. So if you favor one or the other, just leave a comment, and we'll do that. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a great day.